Who is the best wrestler in the world right now in 2021? For the past couple of years, there was no comparison who is the best in the world. It was Kenny Omega by a long shot. He had the best matches, he tells a great story in the ring, and I hate to mention this, he gets these 5-star ratings after 5-star ratings from one biased Dave Meltzer. So Kenny Omega has been one of the best, but SummerSlam 2020 came and there was a return of one Roman Reigns, and a week later he won the Universal title in the controversial of ways, and he hasn't looked back ever since. He became the head of the table, and in his words, he runs WWE. He put on banger after banger on the pay-per-views, and every storyline he was involved in elevated himself and his opponent. So, who is the best wrestler in the world? Is it Kenny by God Omega, or is it the head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns? Let's find out. Kenny Omega's entrance is good, but does it add anything to his character? His entrance music is just music. I mean, you could put it on loop and listen it to as many times. That's not the problem, but it's just music, and adding it with the pyro, and that's it. That's Kenny Omega's music. And comparing it with Roman Reigns' entrance music is just freaking awesome. It adds some layer to his heel character. I mean, initially he was using the same old that music was lame for his heel character, but later that changed, and this theme song did wonders for Roman Reigns. It added that final boss feel, which is so important for a title match, and most importantly, it got him out of the Shield vibes. So entrance music wise, Roman Reigns clearly picks up the win here. Alright, so Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns are heels, and they have their sidekicks in the Young Bucks and in the Usos, and their job is to annoy the crowd. So Kenny Omega simply had to turn heel because his babyface act was not getting along, and so was Roman Reigns. In fact, Roman Reigns' babyface act was gaining him extra booze. Kenny Omega turned heel, and he, along with Don Callis, have been less of a heel and more of a comedy act. Okay, so Kenny Omega looks like a kid who is just there to seek attention with his cockiness. That's what I feel with Kenny Omega. While Roman Reigns, well, that's a whole different story. The presentation is completely different. WWE tried to push Roman Reigns as this John Cena 2.0, and until Roman got leukemia and the pandemic struck, Roman Reigns was a babyface that was getting heavily booed for so many years. The pandemic break was a blessing in disguise for Roman Reigns. He returned as a heel at SummerSlam, and he has been doing an absolutely terrific job as a heel. The character presentation for Roman Reigns has been seriously good. Yes, Kenny Omega manages to beat that in the in-ring wrestling. So Roman Reigns character-wise has been better. He is the proper heel. He has been able to draw that heat from the crowd. While the same can be said for Kenny Omega, Roman has been the better heel. Don Callis' addition as a manager is kind of a mouthpiece for the elite, and I'm including the Young Bucks here as well. Their cocky heel tactics work, and the AEW fans buy it. Plus, Kenny Omega being a comedy and a cocky heel, it has not downgraded the AEW World Championship. He has in fact elevated that. But Roman Reigns has been clearly on his own ever since he returned. Sure, he also has Paul Heyman by his side, but Roman Reigns does the promos by himself. He doesn't need a Paul Heyman to do his promos. Roman Reigns, I feel, was destined to be a heel, and fans will think that this heel turn needed to be done by WWE a lot sooner, and I disagree, because all the boos Roman Reigns got as a babyface was needed for him to turn heel, and when he turned heel, the reaction he receives is the right one. Fans have started to acknowledge Roman Reigns as the torchbearer for WWE, but because Don Callis is there for Kenny Omega as his mouthpiece, I am going to call this one a draw. This one is a draw, but Roman Reigns has seriously got good in his promo. I mean, from suffering succotash to missionary position promos, I mean, he has got a lot better. Let's be honest here. Roman Reigns has been a great worker in WWE. He is a really good wrestler, and he has given banger after banger in spite of all the boos during his babyface run. But we are talking about wrestling here, and Kenny Omega deserves his fair share of credit as well. Of course, he has received 5-star matches time and again from Dave the Biased Meltzer, and his series of matches with Kazuchika Okada was freaking amazing. I mean, you watch all the 4 matches and it would feel that you are watching a movie if you are watching wrestling intensely. So if you enjoy long hard-hitting matches with a couple of flippy moves in the middle, then I am sure Kenny Omega is your man. But if you are looking for moves that wow the crowd and want to see a hero's comeback or a heel's comeback and thriller main event matches, then Roman Reigns is your man. So personally, I would like to give the win to Kenny Omega here. He manages to tell a better story with whoever his opponent is. This one is easy. Roman Reigns runs WWE, and Kenny Omega doesn't run AEW even if he claims to be. If Kenny Omega misses a episode of Dynamite or Rampage, no one will care even to ask that where is Kenny Omega, because AEW structures their shows in such a way that they don't need to be always reliant on their champion. But WWE is different. WWE needs Roman Reigns for the ratings. If Roman misses one show, the show feels incomplete and their gaps are exposed. That's how WWE has pushed Roman Reigns, and I'm not saying it's all good, it's bad as well, because you're not giving a chance for the younger talent to shine in the absence of the champion. So hence we see Roman Reigns running the show better. So clearly, running the show round, Roman Reigns wins that, but it's actually bad in the long run, because you don't want to be reliant on 3 to 4 guys. You have to have the options. If you consider all the things as an overall package, Roman Reigns clearly wins it. There is no doubt at all, and I am very surprised that he was not given one 5-star match by Dave Meltzer, and as I said, he is very biased and he was not voted PWI #1 male wrestler. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.